Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Lobotomy Corporation. In the last part, we had some difficulties with a certain thing over here. That freaking shelter is ridiculous. If you forget anyone inside of that thing, all hell is going to break loose. Okay? During our first attempt, I literally sit my Meldens inside of that thing for a very, very long time. And that was the reason why Schadenfreude got out, and then the wolf came out, and then she started to scream, that guy appeared out of nowhere, the granny was angry, the static was everywhere. Wolf decided to fight against Schadenfreude, but Schadenfreude kind of ignored him, because he was more interested in our guys, and oh my god. It was way too much. My guys, they wouldn't be able to handle that. Especially since the lady is continuously attacking all of my guys in the information team with white damage. All of them went crazy when they were supposed to deal with Schadenfreude. Maxwell did a very good job against the wolf. But yeah, Maxime and Batman had a very close call with that thing as well. So we really need to keep that in mind. That guy is actually really strong. Now, I was considering him, since he's technically able to escape, for the 4 different abnormality thingy that I'm supposed to do with Hot. But you guys also said that I maybe shouldn't consider him yet, because he's kind of strong. I mean, I can see his claw, 12 to 17 damage. I mean, it didn't really look that bad with Maxwell, but Maxwell, in comparison to everyone else, has a lot of health. I think it's over 100. Yeah, she's pretty much over 100 and everyone... I need to level up the HP a bit more. Even Ruby would have probably had some tough fights against the wolf. By the way, I wanted to use the Ruby a little bit more in this recording session, right? I mean, you guys already said there's a limit to how strong the curse can be on him. So even if I start repression work on him, it should be fine. Since it won't go into the negative, even though the armor said it can get worse. But it seems like there's a limit how bad it can be. But it also is going to increase the attack speed even more. So in that regard, I mean, I tried to get rid of it, but somehow one sin doesn't really want to apply the crone to him. So in that regard, why aren't we embracing the flame as it is? Right? Why aren't we just embracing the flame, use it to its full advantage? Sure, he's going to be frail, but hey, for that reason, he has a crossbow, right? He can range attack. He's going to be fine. Now, before we head over to the next day though, or rather before we start our current day, I still have to recruit a few new guys. After all, our bank is pretty much empty right now. Nathan just entered the safety team. And let's see, how many guys do I need today? 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, 5 guys! Okay. Good that I have so many points, huh? Okay, so let's see. The first guy we're going to add is going to be Wonder Art with the slight violet hair color. Okay, I like that. Of course, the mandatory Fortitude and Prudence buff, like usual. Then we have... So, the next recruit on my list is Cinnamon. And the only description that I was given for him was that he's supposed to be as fluffy as possible. Now, I tried multiple combinations, and after a few attempts, it seems like that is literally the fluffiest I can get. I tried multiple back hair, but... somehow they always looked a bit out of it. They didn't really seem fluffy enough. Nevertheless, mandatory Fortitude, mandatory Prudence, and here you go. Cinnamon. Now, for the next one, we have Windfield. Same as before, there wasn't really any specific description on the character. No color, no nothing. Only thing that he wanted to have is the new set from the new Abnormality that I haven't even seen yet. But he really, really wants to have that set. But we'll see about that, right? We'll see about that. Okay, first and foremost, the mandatory Fortitude and Prudence. And here you go. Next on the list is going to be mint coffee. And the only description besides the character description that I have for this guy is that he would really love to be added in the next area around day 21. I hope I remember that at that point, but technically speaking, it's in my notes. I should be able to remember that without any issues. Now, last but not least... Oh, wait. Mandatory points. Let's not forget about that. Welcome aboard, mint coffee. Now, last but not least, there's still one more guy. It's going to be Lapus. And the only description, beside of the character description that I was able to get from him, was that he really likes to have gun weapons. Now, as I already said in the comment, we don't really have that many gun weapons at hand. So, Lapus, I know you really want to have guns, but at the moment, Chris and Maxime are kind of holding them. Once I have some stuff that replaces their weapon, I can totally give you one of those guns. Shouldn't be that of an issue. He even said he wouldn't mind having a weaker weapon as long as it is a gun, right? As long as it is a gun. Now, without further ado, all recruits are at hand. Nathan is already in position. Well then, let us start the management. So, let us see. First and foremost, our new guy right over here. Now, you guys already told me that his name, something about Freischütz. But, yeah, we still have to figure out what he's actually able to do. Now, Nathan, I'm not entirely sure if you can handle him that easily. So instead of that, how about I'm going to bring Cedric over from here into the safety department. After all, I don't think Chris and Shaul are going to need his help, around here at least. In the meantime, Bongbong is continuously working on her attachment, since she still needs to work that a little bit more. We still need to gather more instinct, or rather more boxes for Maxwell in order to craft his equipment. Then we also need to do more repression work on Batman, since he still needs that. And now about you. What could you possibly need? Request. I can make a request. Okay. We have instinct, insight, and repression. How about some insight from our Cedric? Insight is kind of high with 3, right? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Okay, the grandma is still busy. That's good. We're going to keep working on instinct on Ruby as well. Let's see. It's going to work out nicely. You guys can start working your repression around here as well, since you guys already told me that it's actually even better to level that up with Schadenfreude, since his level is a little bit higher than the static, so in that regard he should give you more XP than everything else around here. So let's see, that worked out nicely, that's good. So you like instinct, or the insight. Oh, that was actually common. Ah, that's good to know. Okay, well, if that's common, I guess we're just going to do that over and over again. Now then. Requesting aid from F169 is permitted. F169 agrees to perform the request at the expense of 10% of your current energy. So it costs energy in order to use that guy. But what exactly are they talking about with the request? What's it doing? However, the bullet that F169 fires can penetrate and damage anything. Furthermore, F169's 7th bullet will not fire when you desire, so you must plan ahead wisely. The 7th bullet. Okay. The Quill of Encounter lowers when Kinsley, whose justice was lower than 3, completed work on one... Oh. Wait, you check justice? How much justice do you have, Cedric? Cedric? Okay, you have 3 justice, that's good, that's good. And your temperance is really high, so I guess you're just going to do it over again. Wait, not repression, what am I doing? It's insight. Cedric. Cedric. There you are. And we still need to keep the granny busy with attachment work and Bonbon. Then of course... Oh wait, that's going to trigger... That is going to trigger Meltdown. We're going to do more repression work with Chris. Just have to watch out that I don't look at that thing. I'm going to ignore the book, I would say. But then again... Yeah, it's just going to eat a little bit of energy. It's gonna be fine. Okay, more instinct with Maxwell. More repression work for Batman. And let's carefully maneuver around. Instinct for Ruby as well. Okay, that worked out nicely again. Cedric is actually really good with that guy, from the looks of it. So let's see, what do you have? When the work result was normal, the counter is lowered with normal probability. So it's actually really good for Cedric to get so many good results around here. When the work result was bad, the Quillfield counter is lowered with a high probability. Okay, that's usual. The Quillfield counter lowers when Kinsley, whose justice was lower than 3, completed work with... I didn't... Oh wait, I had to scroll again. When the Quillfield counter hits 0, F169 willfully fires a bullet towards a random location. So you fire a bullet, but I can also hire you to fire a bullet. Are you going to run away? Are you actually... kind of need 10 more boxes to check that. But if it would be really appreciated if you actually ran away, you know? I kind of need that. Okay? I actually kind of need that. Where's my Cedric? There is my... Wait. There's my Cedric. How's the granny? The granny is kind of sad. That's okay. I mean, I did work a lot on all the other guys. You know what, Bong Bong? You already have attachment level 3. How about you try to get some repression of 1 sim, huh? In the meantime, Ruby's going to level up his instinct a bit more, and that is going to trigger the dawn. Chris was able to finish off with Schadenfreude very nicely, that's good as well. So let's see, where is it going to happen? Or is it going to happen? Alright, Ruby still has to reach it. So let's see. We have one of them over here. I'm going to send 2 of you guys over right away. The other 2 are going to take care of this guy. Actually, you 2 are actually going to go for that guy. In the meantime, you 2 head over here. And then you 2 are going to take care of this guy, okay? There we go. That should literally cover all our bases. Right? Right, I haven't equipped Nathan. It didn't save it. It didn't save it. I should have checked that. And they're actually draining the energy from the granny. Why would you do that? From all beings. Why the granny? She's already angry enough, you know? She is already angry enough. Please help out over there, okay? Before it actually releases that thing. So I guess that solved the issue. That's good. So where was I? Alright. We need more inside work over here with our Cedric. Then you continue with inside over here. Instinct with Ruby. Repression with Batman. Instinct with Maxwell. And of course more repression with Chris. And then we look up again and that should... Wait, how many? That's already working. Okay, that shouldn't trigger the noon yet. So that should be fine. I guess. Yes, yes. Granny is kind of angry right now, but there's nothing we can do about that. So let's see. I already have all the guidelines. Ah, why aren't you escaping? I would really love for you to escape. I need more guys that run. This is important. If you don't run away, I'm going to have some issues around here, you know? I am going to have some issues. What the hell? You hate attachment? But why is that? I mean, it's not like I can actually select attachments because it's literally covered with a request, but still. Oh, you actually like repression. I thought you just checked it in order to lower the counter, but no, you actually like repression as well. But that's good. So let's see. How does it look over here? Okay, Chris is already done. Everyone is done. Well then, time to check out that red noon, I would say. I'm going to do some inside work with Bonbon, and then we're going to see what happens. So let's see. Harmony of the skin. We marched from time to time and I wasn't able to read the rest. So it was somewhere around the border. Holy heck. Holy heck, what is that thing? What is that thing? Ah! Well, it is a he class, so that's good, I guess. You two, handle that thing. And I guess Ruby's also able to help with that. Where's it running to? My god! Come on, get it! Get it! Okay, it doesn't really do that much damage, that's good. But it is able to tank quite a lot. Okay, it's still fine. Still fine. Okay, you... No. Get over here. You have to get out of there, Ruby. It's too much. You can't tank that much. Is it following Ruby? No, it's not. Okay. Nathan. Nathan, I know that you want to help, but no. Go to Bonbon. Go to Bonbon, Nathan. You can't handle that thing. You cannot handle that thing, okay? So where are we? They are literally eating the clerks. And now he turns around. Okay, that's good. That is good. So it died. But it is still around. Okay. Well, that thing isn't that scary, right? You two, take care of this clown. You guys are going to take care of that clown. And you two are going to take care of this clown, okay? And actually, you three are going to join that guy as well, I would say. Because we really cannot allow that thing to escape, okay? From all things, the wolf is not allowed to escape. So, well, that could have been worse, right? That could have been worse. Let's see. Where's Cedric? Where's my Cedric? There's my Cedric. Please return to the safety department. Now I don't have to worry about anything. It's just meltdowns. That's good. It's already done. So, in worst case scenario of the scenarios, we can simply retreat. Which means more insight. Oh wait, repression for Cedric. More insight or rather attachment for Bonbon. You can continuously work on your instinct over here. Then of course more repression for Batman. More instinct for Maxwell. And yeah, repression for Chris or maybe Shao. I guess Shao could need it as well, right? Wait, what about... Yeah, I cannot do any type of instinct work with him. He really hates that. Okay, we're going to stick with repression on Chris then. Well, I'm literally looking away. Okay, that worked out nicely. I think I'm already able to craft that equipment. But the question is, do I want to have that claw or do I want to have that rope? That rope looks really good, right? 0.04. And it even endures white and black damage. It's still vulnerable to pale damage, but still, so far I wasn't really able to see any guy with pale damage. So that's going to be fine. Yeah, I guess we're going to go with that first. So let's see. Already done. That's good. We can do it again, I would say. Or maybe, yeah, Chris is going to do it again. We have enough points to get the final checker here. Yeah, der Freischütz. It's actually kind of a cool picture. It's really, really cool. It's, oh my god. 20 to 22. Magical bullets. Black damage. It's kind of fast, even though it seems like a rifle. And a very long range. Holy hell. It also endures red damage, white damage, and blue damage. And it's even a little bit better than the code from the wolf. I mean, it has a lower multiplier on pale damage. But still, I haven't really encountered anyone with pale damage, so that doesn't really matter. But still, that looks actually kind of nice. 45, 50. So at least I need at least 90 boxes for this. And his counter is still on 2. Seems like it already got lowered by 1. But that's still fine. As long as it doesn't reach 0, right? Checks inside. Yeah, once it hits 0, it's going to shoot a bullet. Meaning that should be fine then. Okay, Chris is already heading over. Repression work for our Cedric. That is going to trigger... Okay, that was able to trigger the Freischütz. Somebody has to take care of one sin. How about some insight for Bonbon? Then... Maxwell has to return to the wolf. Somebody has to enter the shelter for a second. And then Maxime can do some insight work on the ferries. And that should cover pretty much all the bases. Right? I just need to cancel this order right away before something stupid happens. But other than that... Yeah. I even got another good result. And it Oh, would you look at that. It doesn't really say it in the management guidelines, but getting a good result actually increases the counter again. I kind of expected a similar thing like Fragment of the Universe that literally doesn't allow anything to increase the counter. It only goes down. But I guess that's not the case. Shao, you need to do some repression work around here. There's still meltdown going on. More insight work for Cedric in order to collect even more boxes. Actually, Ruby, you can try again. Right? And then again, I already tried it multiple times and it didn't go. Nah. Oh, wait! Bonbon got it? Ruby tried it multiple times, but he never got it! You got it? What is this? Wait. This is blasphemy. Inside, Ruby, go. You have to be able to do that as well. Bonbon, your fortitude is 2. That means you can also work with that thing. So do that right away. Anything else? There's no counter here. That's good. So we can do even more work with Maxwell. Then, of course, more repression for Batman. More instinct for Maxime. How about a little bit instinct for Shao? Repression for Chris. Okay. Who needs help? The wolf needs help. That's okay-ish, I guess. Chris hasn't reached it yet, right? Nope, not yet. Okay, repression work for Cedric. Inside work for Ruby. He still wasn't able to get the crown. It's kind of crazy, don't you think? The book has a counter. Maxwell just returned. She's already... she wasn't really that damaged. You know what? I mean, it's already... yeah, it's already on level 6. Next one is going to be 8 meltdowns. How far are we with Freischütz? 36. I kind of want to collect a little bit more of those points. In that regard, I should probably send over Maxwell again. Which means I'm totally going to do that. Insight for... or the instinct for Bonbon. I need to watch out that I don't look at Schadenfreude. So somebody is going to take care of this. Wolfus has already been handled. Repression for Batman. I might want to send over Maxime in order to handle the lady on the wall. She shouldn't be under the care of the fairies any longer, right? You guys already said that it's only temporary. Yes, okay, she's free. Those guys aren't actually capturing those guys for all eternity. That's very good to know. I was kind of scared that the fairies had a similar effect like the soul of the armor. But I guess that isn't really the case. That isn't really the case. Okay, now technically speaking, it would be wise to just focus on Freischütze all the way in order to get the set, right? I think the wolf is already down. Yep, wolf is done. Got the outfit, got the claws. Yeah, I guess Cedric, you have, I would say maybe 6 tries to get every point that you need in order to get the full set, so I wish you luck. I'm also going to speed that up a bit, since we're literally only going to do Freischütze right now. Only Freischütze. How boring! Oh, come on, Cedric. Look at that guy. He's kind of cool. I know your temperance is so high that you don't really care about it, but still. Okay. 70, that's good. That's good. I guess one more and that should do the trick. So Cedric, please do it one more time. In the meantime, please, Ruby, come on. Actually, it's common. Okay, it's still common. Come on, Ruby. Come on. Even Bong Bong was able to get that crown. Even Bong Bong. Okay? And she's new. She's new. If she's able to get it that quickly, then at the very least you should be able to get it. You're simply not getting it. It's impossible. Ruby's forever stuck with that flame. Forever. He is literally forever stuck with that thing. Ah, you know what? You know what? Why not? We're going to do it one more time with repression, I would say. Yeah, why not? Why not? Cedric, do it one more time. And I would say after that, we are going to end the day. I mean, we have pretty much everything that I could ask for. The set from the wolf, the set from Freischütz. Wasn't able to get the crown for Ruby, but that's fine. Batman was able to level up his temperance a bit more. I rather his justice a bit more. I might want to swap over with Bong Bong in order to level up his temperance as well. But actually speaking, in the meantime, in between the parts, I checked out the areas around here in order to see their bonuses, and actually, everyone who's around there is able to level up a little bit quicker. They gain something like a 5% growth rate boost. So in that regard, maybe it would be wiser to send them over here in order to train, and then just get them closer to the actual training spots, right? Technically speaking. Nevertheless, we are done here. Nobody died, no danger whatsoever. We spent a long time over here. But at the very least, Cedric was able to level up her prudence all the way to level 5. 91! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, that thing is perfect to level up insight. As long as you have the justice for it. And even her justice got all the way to level 4 with 74. Shao was able to up... okay, Shao's upgrade wasn't really that significant. But that's fine. His justice also got increased by a little bit. Maxime was able to level up to Fortitude level 4. That's good. Not entirely sure what's happening with Temperance. Chris was able to level up all the way to level 4. Just because of Schadenfreude and his justice boost. That is really good. Bongbong was also able to reach level 3. With Temperance level 4. Prudence level 3. And Fortitude level 3. That's good. And of course, Batman. Quicker as ever before. Okay. I take that. Let's go to the next stage. Now. Please, give me something that can escape, okay? What the hell? Why do you have a name? Ball is awesome! You turn on your electric hair clipper. What? Okay. What's really pitiful is people like you dying to the likes of me. The more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. Why does it have a name? It is so weird. Should I check that out? But it's bald. Ein hair clipper. Huh. Dying to the likes of me, though. What blood it has. I mean... It's really different from everybody else. It is different from everything else around there. But maybe that's supposed to be a trap. Maybe that's supposed to be a trap. It's trying to lure me with the text. Yeah, I should probably ignore that. Okay, let's see. What's really pitiful is people like you dying to the likes of me. The more blood it has, the more beautiful it is. Dying to the likes of me. That sounds dangerous. But blood is also dangerous. But it could also be beautiful. Even in the description, it becomes more beautiful. But I'm actually looking for things that could possibly escape, right? Really pitiful dying to the likes of me. I mean, everyone can die around those two. I don't know. You know what? Element Moo and Mouse Best Do. It is time to talk about the second truth. How much do you know about the company? I have met many a manager in time. I have seen how the company exploited them. Did they tell you that you are special? Pulling the wool over your eyes, filling your ears with lies, saying that you are remarkable and resourceful, and that is why you were hired? Don't trust the company. It is a company that everyone desperately wants to work for. I suppose the same kind of desperation led you here. But harvesting energy is only half of the business in this place. Of course, every wing is smaller than they appear to be. However, this company runs much deeper than one might expect. There was a time when everyone worked hard for the same goal. But we lost intricacy along the way, and things went downhill from there. What the company gives you is definitely not the gift. You are not hired because you are a remarkable person. What? But why was I hired then? Why was I hired? It seems Netzach has yet to show up. Man, why did the meeting room has to be so far away? Oh, you already know my name, right? Yeah, kinda. Got anything else to say? No. Great. I'll see you later then. Wow, we have the perfect conversation here! You have nothing to say, I have nothing to say. What actually are you doing around here? You look a little dumbfounded. You know, this isn't the kind of place where we preach how we are so honored to have you as our manager and whatever. It's not? Margaret was really happy to have us around. Even Hort was kind of nice to us. Yes, it's kind of, let's just say, complained, but it's fine, it's fine. Well, not like you were expecting that anyways. That's right. I'll be leveled with you. I don't like my job. I really want to quit if I could. But I can't, can I? I'm here against my will. I don't know what grand ambition or aim compels you to stand where you are. And I don't really care either. For me, I don't even remember ending up at this place. Yet I have to play this role I don't want to take. I never wanted to be responsible for keeping others alive. Whoever assigned me here, they were totally wrong in giving me this job. I feel helpless. Employees die every day. So what the hell am I even doing then? Everyone dies even though I try to protect them. Yeah, I guess I could understand why you're such a downer right now. Nothing you do works. They're still dying. I mean, we haven't really had any losers recently, but still. There'll be no one to remember them. No one to honor their sacrifices. Lethargic room. The safety team is in charge of, well, the safety of the employees. The employees' safety. They don't even care about that. You will understand how hard it is to maintain that once you try it firsthand. Goal: end the day without a single death. Oh, that's easy. But that's easy, right? Yeah, I'm going to expand it a little bit further. But I guess after that we're going to focus down on Hot again. Yeah, just in order to pretty much fully upgrade her building. So let's see. Memory repositioned. Okay. So now I could quite possibly need some help around here. That means Wonder Arc is going to join the safety team. And I should probably change the equipment a bit, because I cannot really allow Nathan to run around here naked like that, right? They're literally not equipped to anything. Oh yeah, Nathan, you could literally die because of that. Imagine if something escaped into your direction. I mean, the clown was already on your way. Oh man. Okay, let's see. And I also need to equip Wonder Arc. So, okay, I think I got it. I had to move around a few stuff here and there, like giving Maxwell the entire wolf set. Now, I was thinking about giving the overall to somebody else, but I'm going to show it off really quickly. The wolf set is right over here. Let's say I move it over here. In order to actually equip it, you need to be at least level 4 with a fortitude of 4. Which isn't something everyone has around here, so for the time being, Maxwell is going to equip that overall. In combination with the claw, because it looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, it is kind of cool. But I also like the gazer weapon. So, in that regard, I had to swap some things over around there. Like Ruby getting the gazer, Cedric swapping over to the crossbow, and then Nathan and Wonder Ark swapping over to the Fragment of the Universe thingy, because why not? I mean, they could have totally equipped the penance as well, but we have so many spears, right? We have so many spears. Somebody has to do some dark damage around here. It can't be only Chris, who actually was able to equip the full set without any issues. I was thinking about giving it to Cedric, but then I thought Cedric's work speed is a little bit quicker than his. Her HP is also a little bit higher. But in general, if worse comes to worse, I need a reliable healer around here with white damage, right? In case somebody goes crazy. Now, technically speaking, black damage does white and red damage, but it can also accidentally kill. So yeah, that's not an option here. We need a dedicated healer, and for the time being, that is going to be Cedric and Shao, with a little bit of help with from Bong Bong, Maxime, and Meldense. And Meldense still needs a little bit of an upgrade around here. She's literally still equipped with the level 1 things, but it's gonna be fine. I'm sure we're going to find something better on the way, right? I'm sure we're going to find something better. Now then, let me just quickly have a peek. How much time do we have? Ooh, it's already around 50 minutes. Already around 50 minutes. That's not that good. You know what? Before we start off with the next day, how about we're going to read The Wolf's Story? After all, I did promise in one of the parts in last week that I would read the story a little bit more, since I kind of forgot about that the entire week last week. Ooh. And the story seems to be rather good from the monsters, so it would be kind of a shame to completely skip over them, right? Especially from the doggo! The big, bad, mighty wolf, right? Everyone needs to know more about him. Okay then. An abnormality in the shape of a wolf, with sparely damaged fur. It is bipedal. Okay, I'm not entirely sure about that word. It is capable of communication to some extent. It always attempts to devour employees or breach. Such actions are easily preventable, since it shows obvious signs in behavior and conversation before doing so, making this abnormality fairly easy to manage. It's just a good dog, right? You're such a good dog. The incident on the day of Redacted was an alerting event for many employees. The moment Red Riding Hood? The moment Red Riding Hood runs into the wolf, the situation spiraled out of control, prevented two from meeting at all costs. Considering the potential damage it may cause, it would be a wise decision to sacrifice a few employees to divert their attention away from each other. Wait, is that supposed to be... bleeding? When F-157 enters the hallway. Is that supposed to be Red Riding Hood? Would it be? Huh, and I'm supposed to keep them separated. Okay. He had flesh for the first time in a long while, and its taste was so good. In the corners of his eyes, a familiar piece of red cloth stood out from the wardrobe. He may or may not have seen it before, but he didn't really care about it. Since then, it got harder and harder to keep himself in check. Still, it didn't matter to him. After all, he was destined to be the big bad wolf. There may be lots of stories here, but no story is as disgusting as the wolf's role. It was a sin to be born as a wolf. No one cared about the wolf's name. It has to be called the big bad wolf. All wolves are raised to become giant, ferocious, and hairy monsters. Wolves could not eat other animals, even if they were to starve. Wolves could not cross the line when doing bad things, and wolves had to be punished. Wolves always need to be an example. who could not make friends with anyone. Because they needed a big bad wolf. A scapegoat to show others the way, huh? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. They literally forced him into that role. Because he was born as a wolf. He's supposed to be bad. That's a lie, though. Doggos. Doggos are good boys. You can't just force him into a bad situation like that. I knew it. All dogs are good. He's not a monster. Sure, he looks scary, but he's actually a kind soul deep inside that sometimes gets a bit hungry. And that's why he eats employees. But who am I to blame? I mean, who am I to blame? I'm not entirely sure how we're actually feeding those guys. One sin is literally eating our conversation. I'm not entirely sure if we actually provide them with food around here. Otherwise, I wouldn't understand why the fairies would literally take... oh right, I could read the story of the fairies as well. But as you can see here, they literally consume the employees as well. Maybe we aren't really feeding them that properly. And literally that is the reason why he's so tempted. It also seems like he's not allowed to eat anything else. Right? He could not eat the other animals. He was starving! Starving! They're torturing my wolf in this story. That's just mean. That is just mean. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let's read the fairies as well. It is a sacred act to be protected by the fairies in any world. However, do not enter their containment unit just to have a bit of fun. If you have read a few books on them, you would know that fairies delight those who would take advantage of their kindness. Yeah. Especially since fairies like to be in a trickster role most of the times, and they like to deceive people. They're literally tricking them into the forest and manage to get them lost, so they have some trouble actually leaving that forest again. You know, the fairies in the other history and Dungeon and Dragon games, they are really bad. They're like the rats of the forests. Don't trust fairies. Never trust fairies, okay? The correspondent document is only accessible by employees level 4 and higher. When Walter, who was under the care of the fairies, died in the room with another abnormality, we noticed some abnormalities. His stomach and face were ripped off, and his eyeballs and organs were damaged, as if they were eaten by something. Moreover, the containment unit Walter was found in was an abnormality that uses psychological attacks. Meanwhile, the fairies had someone's blood and flesh smeared all over their mouth. We did not bother to examine them to find out whose flesh and blood it was. In our world, there are few outcomes that result from perfect kindness. Having fairies that live in the forest visit you just because they like you or that you've done many good deeds is only something that happens in fairy tales. Even though we know it is truth, we still sometimes become deluded, thinking that the fairies' care is happening because all of the good deeds we have done, and that the fairies are favoring us because there's something that makes us more special than the others. More special than the others. The fairies are no more than cannibals monster and tricksters, and their protection is their method to keep the meat fresh. Oh. When an employee enters another containment unit, they gobble them up in fear that they could lose their food to something else. However, the employees were greatly satisfied with the fairies' care, and we saw the drastic decrease in the accident rate. So we deemed it unnecessary to tell them the truth. After all, happy employees with high morale, better success rate. I mean, they know about it in the descriptions, but the AI still refuse to acknowledge it. They would rather sacrifice them and treat them badly in order to get more energy around here, but hide some information in order to prove morals. So they know it works, but they're still denying it. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun with today's part. In the next part, we are probably going to figure out what is happening over here. with the new Abnormality. Oh, I can already read something about it. Abnormality is his brain is imbued with rage, screams. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, he only has one guideline. Interesting. But screams, rage, and vanishes and cries. Oh, no. It doesn't sound good at all. What did I pick? What did I pick? Anyways, I hope you guys had fun, and I see you tomorrow. In the next part, we're probably going to focus on our little guys a bit more. Nathan, Wonder Arc, Bong Bong, Shade, Batman. You guys have to level up a little bit more, right? Totally, totally. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun, and see you tomorrow. Until then, bye bye!